Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by Cruiserweight World Champion Jai Opetaia. How are you doing, Jai?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Good.
Exciting times. A month today, I believe it is, until the rematch with Mairis Briedis. A different feeling this time around to how it felt last time out?
Um, yeah, in a way, it's still a serious fight, it's still fighting for a world title. It's like it's happening all over again. You know what I mean? But I'm excited. I feel like a whole better version of myself. I feel fitter, stronger, faster. Um, and I doubt he feels the same.
In that first fight, you were going in there as, at least to the top level, a relatively unknown quantity. That was very much your coming out party. People saw you as that top level cruiserweight. This time, people know what you're all about. Do you think there's a different expectation of you?
I'm not sure. I'm not trying to get caught up in what everyone else is thinking and what everyone else is sort of their expectations. I'm just sort of focused on my own expectations and my own sort of, we're just trying to execute a specific plan for this fight. I'm excited. I feel like he is a bit long in the tooth. He's getting older, he's getting up there, but I feel like he knows this is his last shot. You know what I mean? He knows that it is all in here. So I'm expecting a fucking vicious version of him. You know what I mean? I'm not taking him lightly. I know he's going to come out swinging because he's got nothing to lose anymore. So, it's going to be another. I'm expecting another 12 rounds of war. I'm prepared for that, and let's get it on.
You say long in the tooth. I think he's 39 years of age now. Got another couple of years on last time you were in the ring with him. Do you think you expecting to see any sort of difference in the style or a different Briedis in this fight?
I'm expecting him to be more aggressive. I think last time he sort of, I don't know, he wasn't expecting me to sort of come out the way I did. But if he tries to stay back and box out range, I'm gonna be more comfortable. He has to try and make it ugly. He has to come forward and make it an ugly fight and make it uncomfortable for me. So, but I'm prepared for that. I feel like I've gotten so much stronger in the clinch. My power is getting even stronger, and I just feel like once again they're underestimating me. You know what I mean? Like they haven't seen the best of me, so I'm looking at putting on a great performance.
People will talk about how he's changed in the last couple of years, but you've gone from strength to strength as well. Do you feel like you've shown significant improvements in that time?
Of course, even the international, um, experience that we've been getting as a professional. You just do nothing but growth. The sparring, the fights, the traveling. It's just we're ticking more and more boxes, and we're progressing from everything. Every camp that I have, I've only had 2 fights since the Breeders' fight, but I've had so many camps. You know what I mean? We've been preparing for fights, then pullouts. But even though they've been pullouts, while we've been preparing for those fights, we've grown, we've learned. So it's all been positive, I'm looking forward to putting a stamp on the last fight.
Prior to your fight with Jordan Thompson, I think practically all your professional career had been in your homeland. It was a bit of a different challenge, I guess, coming over to the UK and facing someone like Jordan. You've done it in your amateur career, but not quite so much in your pro career. Does that sort of add to you as a person as well as a fighter?
Yeah, of course, it's all leveling up. You know what I mean? It was a we went over there to England in London, and we fought in a packed out stadium over there. Like it's a big arena. It's a big occasion. So we learned a lot, and we're just adding to the game. I'm just blessed to be here, but at the same time, man, I'm fucking working hard every day. I've earned my spot here, so I'm pumped.
Talk to me about what these occasions feel like out in Saudi, because I haven't had the pleasure of being at one yet, but what is the atmosphere like in those arenas?
Um, to be honest, I feel like they've raised the bar. They've really sort of set a high standard for these fight nights now. The way everything's organized. The way they just have the weigh-ins, the press conferences, everything's just big. It's like the Vegas. It's like another Vegas in Saudi. You know what I mean? It's huge. But yeah, man, we don't let the occasions get to us as well. We've been on big stages before. I've been fighting on big stages since I was a kid. Like London Olympics, Commonwealth Games, like they're sort of like big amateur pedigrees, but we're used to traveling, we're used to fighting in these big tournaments and doing stuff like that. So it's just another stepping stone.
If you do get the win on May 18th, how much more, in your opinion, is there to achieve at Cruiserweight? Are you coming for the other titles? Is there potentially a move in weight?
Definitely. I want the rest of the belts. I'm just coming for them. My eyes are locked on them. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to fight for another belt yet because there's just been so much crap that happens behind the scenes and other pullouts and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We're going to get there. We just got to stay focused, stay hungry, keep doing our job, and I believe the rest will fall into place.
How frustrating has that been that those opportunities haven't quite been there? As a champion, you maybe haven't been as active as you would have liked. And if you had maybe had 2 fights each year, maybe possibly 3, you could be in a position where you're holding 3 or 4 belts.
Mate, it is what it is. I can't sit here and say it coulda, woulda, shoulda, stuff like that. Like, it's panned out like this, so we got to work with it. You know what I mean? I'm just in the gym, I'm grinding every day, and when these opportunities do come, I'll be ready. So that's all I can do. It's all that other stuff's out of my control, so there's no even point even thinking about it or getting fussed about it. You know what I mean? So I just stay in my lane and I train hard every day. So when these fights come, I'm prepared. That's all I do, and that's all I focus on.
I want to talk to you a little bit about the experience of being in Tyson Fury's camp and the amount of sparring you had there. What was it like sharing the ring with him, and how much did you gain from that?
It was awesome. It was a great experience. I'm so grateful to be called over in that camp. Being surrounded by other world champions and other world-class athletes, it's just a whole nother learning curve. You know what I mean? We got to be a part of their camp for a week and a bit and, sort of see how they do things. And, I learned, my team learned. So it was all positive. I'm grateful for the opportunity that he gave me to take me over there. And they were good rounds. Respect's earned in the ring, and he earned my respect. I earned, and I'm sure I earned his. So it's all growing. It's all moving forward. It's all heading in the right direction. So that's what we're about.
How long were you actually out there in that camp?
I think I was there for about a week. If honestly, if I wasn't fighting on the same card, I would have stayed out there longer. You know what I mean? But that's the only reason I sort of come home is because, I'm fighting Briedis. I'm not fighting, someone that's 6'9". So it just, for what I'm trying to do and the style I'm trying to fight for this fight, it just didn't make too much sense to me to sort of stay there. And also I was surrounded by a lot of other southpaws, and I needed that orthodox sparring. So me and my team, we sort of thought it would be smart enough to come home and finish our camp. And, so we did.
I know there was a lot of rumours at the time that you were sort of taken out of the camp because you had knocked down Fury. You were maybe getting the better of him. Is there any truth to that?
It's all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. It's annoying that reporters just spread absolute lies. Instead of building up to be a positive thing, we got 2 of the best from 2 different divisions helping each other move forward. It's good for the sport. All they want to do is sort of tear us down and turn us against each other when we're there to help each other. And it's fucking, it's stupid. And all the feedback and everyone. I've seen people in interviews saying like, "Oh yeah, he did this happened, this happened." But they don't know shit. Like literally, bro. Anyone that says that this happened, is legit lying. You know what I mean? Like no one, unless you were actually there, then you know nothing. So I feel like it's a lesson for everyone. You know what I mean? Like the rumors that just get spread so quickly, everyone should learn from it.
We know the fight was obviously pushed back due to the cut, and that had a knock-on effect on your fight with Briedis as well. Was that any disruption to your camp? Has it sort of affected your lead up at all at any point?
No disruption at all. It is what it is. We just reassess. We sit down. We make another plan. We put it out another program, and we work from there. It's all good. We're used to this stuff. Nothing ever goes to plan. So we just got to do what we got to do. We got to, like I said, stay in the gym and just these fights will happen. These big fights will happen. You know what I mean? All this shit that happens outside the ring and, all the stuff that's working against us, it'll fade and we'll get there, and when we do, we just got to be ready. So that's all we're making sure.
What was the reaction like to the cut at the time when it happened in the camp itself?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there for that one?
No, I had already come home.
Oh, fair enough.
So I'm not sure how it went down. So
that's fair enough. Talk about the main event on the night in Fury Usyk, a fight that boxing fans and people within boxing have been waiting for a long time. How do you see that one playing out? How do you analyze the fight?
I'm excited for it. I feel like they're both great fighters. I feel like they can both win the fight. You know what I mean? Both of them have the ability to win the fight. It's just about who sort of executes their game plan and fights better on the day. That's how I see the winner winning. You know what I mean? Like they're both got good ring IQ. They both got, great but strange styles that they can use into their strengths. So man, who do you think is gonna win?
Who do I think? Nobody cares what I think, trust me.
No, I care. Who do you think?
I'd probably have to back Fury, but I haven't seen as much as you, so
yeah. No, yeah, sweet. No, yeah, I'm excited, man. It's a great fight for boxing. It's a great fight to be a part of. And people don't understand, man. Like 5 years ago, I was watching these guys, on YouTube, like thinking, fuck, I've got to get to there, I'm gonna get there one day, like, and now I'm fighting on the semi-main, you know what I mean? Like these opportunities I've grinded for, I've manifested for years, you know what I mean? I used to watch Usyk, I used to watch Fury, like, and I used to be a fat, cruiserweight that had to drop, I was running on a treadmill like 107 kilos, like trying to come back from injuries and, problems outside of the ring and stuff like that. And, now I'm here. Now I'm fighting on the same card and the semi-main event, you know what I mean? Like it's huge, man, and I've done the hard work. I deserve to be here. I'm pumped. So I can't come fast enough.
do you think the size difference will play any part in the outcome of the fight at all, or?
Well, definitely. He's 6'9", and what's Usyk? He's like 6'3". So, but he has to use it. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. He's got the tools to win. But he has to use them. He has to capitalize on his strengths, and then Usyk's the same. He has to capitalize on his strengths. So there's going to be a lot of punches thrown. I feel, it's going to be like stealing the rounds and stuff like that. Like I don't think they're going to try and knock each other out. You know what I mean? It's going to be a chess match for the majority of the fight, and it's a chess match that I really want to watch. You know what I mean? I want to see how the shorter fighter fights the taller fighter, and I want to see how what Fury's answer is to Usyk. So it's a great fight. You know what I mean? And it's when the science comes into sport. You know what I mean? There's a science and it's not all just about punching power and trying to knock each other out. This is a chess match, so, and I love that shit. It's a fight that you can watch back a few times and you get the pen and paper out. They're the type of fights I want to be a part of. They're the fights. So it's awesome. I'm pumped to watch it.
Yeah, you say you want to watch it, so get the job done nice and early and get backstage, get back out to ringside and take it all in.
It'd be good. It'd be good. Yeah.
Joe, I really appreciate your time, mate, and best of luck in a month's time.
I appreciate it, mate. Take care. Let's talk.
Good.